Hello students, welcome to the video class for the subject Power Electronics and PLC. This subject is for 5th semester Electrical and Electronics Diploma Engineering students. So today's topic is the single phase full wave controlled converter. It also named as single phase fully controlled converter. Here we will study two configurations, that is your midpoint converter configuration and bridge converter configuration. And for both of these type of configuration we will go for two type of load, that is R load and RL load. Okay, so under this single phase fully controlled converter, what we will study first the circuit diagram part and the waveform of the various parameters like input voltage, input current, output voltage, output current, current through thyristor, current through load, voltage across thyristor. Okay, these are all the different type of parameter which we will study through the waveform, and we will derive the respective algebraic equations for output voltage and output current. Okay, so first part is the single phase full wave controlled converter with midpoint type configuration. So first one is the R load. So what happens under the midpoint type configuration with R load? Let's see. This is the circuit diagram for the single phase full wave controlled converter midpoint type with R load. In this circuit diagram, what you will see, this is the supply voltage, that is Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is the transformer. In the secondary of the transformer we will put center tap at center tap point. We will take another point that is named as neutral, and here we will connect one load. Here the load is resistive load, and here one thyristor T1 is connected and another thyristor T2 is connected, and the neutral point is the midpoint of the secondary winding of this single phase transformer. So in full wave control rectifier means what? Actually, in the previous video class you already studied about the half wave control rectifier. Half wave control rectifier means there we use one thyristor, one power semiconductor device through which we can get the output parameters. So when we apply supply voltage across the input side, and in the half wave control rectifier what happens? Control means we will use thyristor as a control device. Through thyristor we can control, but half wave control rectifier means while applying input waveform, that means in one complete cycle of input we will get one half cycle of output. That's why that is named as half wave, but here it is named as full wave or fully controlled converter. Converter means here the converter is the rectifier where we can convert AC to DC. So it is named as fully controlled rectifier because in one complete cycle of input we get output in both the half cycle. That's why it is named as fully controlled rectifier. See, this is the input. We will give input like this. So in half wave view, in So in this circuit, in this midpoint type circuit with R load, so you already understood about the circuit diagram. In half wave control rectifier you get output in half cycle, but in full wave control rectifier you get output in both the half cycle. That means this type of converter is also called as two pulse converter, because in a complete cycle of input you get two pulses. That means you get one pulse in the positive half cycle, another pulse in the negative half cycle. That's why it is called as fully controlled converter. It is also known as two pulse converter. So first see this structure circuit diagram. What this is the point, supply point, this point Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is the supply voltage value. The Vs is the this waveform. See this waveform. Here Vs waveform is drawn like this, from 0 to pi 1 positive half cycle, then pi to 2 pi 1 negative half cycle. So 0 to 2 pi is the one complete cycle. So when we apply here the supply, and here there is one center tapping means center tap point is there in the midpoint of the transformer secondary side. That's why here one part is AN, another part is NB. N represent neutral point. So when I give here positive supply, that means this point positive, this point negative, then here A is positive, N is negative, then here N is positive, then B is negative. That means when A positive and B negative, that means T1 is forward biased and T2 is reverse biased. Okay, T2 reverse bias means T2 is off. That means when this point is positive and this point is negative, that means T1 is conduct for one half cycle. So when T1 is, how T1 will conduct, let's see. See, when this A positive, N negative, then N positive, then B negative. So for one positive half cycle, this is represented as VAN, this waveform. Okay, and this waveform is represented as this. See, this is, if this is VAN, then in the negative half cycle A point is negative, then B point is positive. That means this is the reverse of this VAN. That means this part is the minus VAN, or you can write it as VNA. Okay, so here VAN is equal to VNB, or you can write VAN is equal to minus VBN. Why? Because see, this is VAN, this is A positive and negative. But when in the next half cycle, B positive and negative, that means now this is the VBN, and at this time from pi to 2 pi, VAN is negative. So I can write VBN is equal to minus VAN. Okay, so here also it is written VAN is equal to VNB, or VAN is equal to minus VBN, because see here VBN is positive, that means its negative part is here minus VBN. So from 0 to pi, if this is VAN, this is minus VBN, that is written here VAN is equal to minus VBN. So when A positive, B negative, T1 is forward biased, T2 is reverse biased. So at angle alpha, when we give gate pulse to thyristor T1, then only output voltages appear across the resistive load. So this is the output when T1 is conducting. That's why it is named as V01. Okay, V01 load voltage is due to the thyristor T1. So at alpha angle we give gate pulse to the thyristor, then only current will flow through this path like this. Similarly, when one complete cycle is completed, T1 is automatically reverse biased because one complete half cycle. This cycle is appear across the supply. That means B positive, A negative. When B positive, A negative, that means T1 off, reverse biased, and T2 on, that is forward biased. But T2 is forward biased here, but it is on when we give gate pulse. So at from pi from pi to pi plus alpha, T2 is forward biased, it is in forward blocking mode. So at angle pi plus alpha, when it is triggered, when T2 is triggered, then only current will flow through this thyristor to the load like this. When current will flow from source to load through thyristor T2, this then the output voltage across the load is known as V02. So here V02 waveform appears. This is from pi plus alpha to 2 pi. So if I combine these two output voltages across the load, then I got V0 waveform. This waveform is the combination of these two waveform. Clear? And this is the resistive load case. That's why output current I0 is in phase with V0. And these two waveforms are the voltage across thyristor T1 and voltage across thyristor T2. See, this is when thyristor T1 is on, voltage drop across that thyristor is 0, that is from alpha to pi, because from alpha to pi T1 is on and rest of the part T1 is off. That's why here the supply voltage appears. This is the blocking voltage from 0 to alpha and from pi to 2 pi. Similarly, when T2 conducted, voltage when T2 conducted, that is pi plus alpha to 2 pi. So from this point to this point, voltage across this is 0, and rest of the part of the cycle there is the blocking voltage across T2, that is from 0 to pi and pi to pi plus alpha. So these are all the description for its operating principle, for its operation for this midpoint type fully controlled or full wave midpoint type R load rectifier, or it is also called as a converter which convert DC to DC. See, this is the output voltage waveform. This is, if I take average of this waveform, then I got one DC output. Okay. So this is the description part for this type of converter. Okay, you note down all these in your notebook. What happens in for positive half cycle, what happens in negative half cycle, everything is explained in this note part. And this is TC. This TC is the circuit turn off time, that is pi by omega second. How this comes? See, TC. See, in every half cycle, here circuit is completely turned off from pi to 2 pi. Here also circuit is turned off from 0 to pi. So if I take here pi 2 pi minus pi, the difference is pi. Here also pi minus 0, the difference is pi. So omega t is equal to here what? Pi. Then t is equal to how much? Pi by omega. And if I noted here t as TC, circuit turn off time, then TC is equal to pi by omega second. Clear? And output voltage equation, average output voltage equation is here. This is your Vm by pi whole into 1 plus cos alpha, and average output current is V0 by R, that is Vm by pi R into 1 plus cos alpha. So this is all about your midpoint type fully controlled rectifier with R load. Okay, thank you.